Well, hi there. I'm going to do another video, a tarot card video into the independent investigation into Starmer. Will Labour vote for the investigation to go ahead, or will they all be cowards and not? Will they leave the UK without an honest answer as to whether Starmer is innocent in this matter or not? So, I mean, I don't think they have the guts to go ahead and vote for this investigation, if I'm honest. But let's have a look and see what the cards tell us. I mean, it should be a quick reading just to have a look. It's an intuitive reading. This is for entertainment purposes only. No facts here. Please go and do your own research. This is just for entertainment purposes only. I have not done my own investigation into this, as I feel it's better not to know too much about anything when you reading intuitively into a situation. So these are just my thoughts and interpretations of the tarot. I am again using the Rider-Waite tarot deck, and I am just going to have a quick look into this. The vote's tomorrow, I believe. So let's have a look and see if I can get any answers for us before tomorrow. Let's have a quick look. So will Labour vote for the investigation into Starmer for the Mandelson debacle? Let's have a look. To get the investigation. How will Labour vote? Will Labour vote? So I'm going to ask it in a way, will the MPs of Labour have the guts to go forward with the investigation? Oh, very jumpy cards. Quite a lot, sorry. Keep shuffling. I'm going to do a Kachina knife spread. Will Labour have the guts to vote for the investigation? My intuition is saying they don't have the guts, but let's see what the cards tell me. I mean, I'd love the investigation to go ahead. Let's see if they have the guts. They stick their heads above, they'll probably lose their jobs. Secrets. The Priestess is the first card down, the High Priestess. The Queen of Pentacles is the second card down. The Past is a soft yes. In between them is the Magician. Wow. The Outcome. The Four of Swords. The Advice. Three of Cups. And the Hermit. Wow, we get this Hermit card a lot, don't we? So, let's have a look and see what the cards are telling me of if Labour will have the guts. There is a soft yes. With the High Priestess there's a lot of secrets. So there are a lot of secrets, and I feel like there's potentially more than one person within Labour with the secrets. That's the impression I'm getting. There are a lot of secrets. With the Queen of Pentacles, a lot of people want this vote to happen. A lot of people really, really want it to happen. You've got a soft yes in the past. So it's not a full-blown yes. It is a soft yes in the past. The Magician is in the middle of the High Priestess. Oopsie, sorry, dropped her. The High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles. So it's interesting to have the Magician in the middle, because the Magician has everything in, he's got everything he needs. He's got absolutely everything. And he can manifest what he wants with the tools that he has available to him. So with those four cards down as the first four cards, I'm going to say that there's a lot of people who want this investigation to go ahead. They are maybe not aware of all the secrets that there are. And there could be some, I want to say movie magic. There could be some people using tools at their disposal to get a different outcome. The outcome is the Four of Swords. Now, with this as an outcome, there's secrets, things that are hidden, things that are not being said to us, things that we don't know about, things that are hidden. And we know a little bit, but not everything. You've got the Three of Cups and the Hermit as your advice. Now, the Three of Cups is the first card down, and then the Hermit was the second card down. So the Three of Cups is a celebration card. It is a card of people gathering together and having a celebration. And then you've got the Hermit, which is the card of being on your own and seeking internal knowledge. So lighting your own way by going internally to get your own answers, which they kind of contradict each other a little bit. You've got the celebration, get together, let's go and have a good time. And then you've got I want to be on my own. I want to go to the top of the hill. I want to go and introspect to get the knowledge. I'm going to say that I'm just going to ask for a little bit more advice because I've got so many secretive cards here. Another soft yes, and the Strength card. The soft yes again is a Page of Cups. I'll just show you. There's a Page of Cups and the Strength card with the next two cards that came out. Now, with the soft yes being the Page, he's the dreamer. He's the the guy who wishes on a dandelion kind of card. Like he's got a wish there, wish to get control of the situation. So I would say that. And because pages are young, up and coming, they're young. When you've got these two young soft yeses, and you've got three major arcanas, who, the High Priestess, the Magician, and the Hermit, I don't have a flat out yes. I do have it that there's a lot of people that want to get control of this situation. Do they have the guts within themselves as a party to vote for the investigation? I think there's a lot of secrets they don't want coming out, and if this investigation happens, there could be a lot more of them that get caught up into this investigation. So I think there's a reluctance to do this investigation because there are so many other people that could get caught up in this. I think there will be a handful. I'm going to say, let's ask for a percentage card. 40. 2 4s. I'm going to go with there could be 40% of people in the Labour Party that would have the guts to vote for this investigation. I don't know if that's enough to get it over the line. I don't really know how the House works. Like, do the other parties get to vote on this? Let's just ask outright, will there be an investigation? Will this independent investigation go ahead? 40% of Labour, I don't know if that's enough. That's... They're going to have to be incredibly brave to vote against Starmer. I mean, he's already threatened them with it. I think he's already threatening every single one of their jobs. And it's whether they want to lose it now or in 2029. Let's see. Will the investigation take place? This independent investigation into Starmer. Really looking for a yes or no to this, honestly, if I'm going to be honest. To just remember that this is just entertainment purposes only. There are no facts here. This is literally just an intuitive read into the situation. 9 of Cups is the first. I'm just going to pull 3 for this because I just want a quick overview. 4 of Cups and the Magician. The Magician again. It would be a lot of people's wishes for this investigation to go ahead. There is something, again, there's something that no one's focusing on coming out. Everybody's focused over here, but there's something else to come out. Ooh, I wonder if there's a whole other storm that could come in. We got the 9 of Cups as the first card down. That's a wish come true card. That is a desire. The desire, there is a lot of desire for this investigation to go ahead. And the Magician out next. And no outright absolute yeses. Again, the 4. And the Magician. The way that this is with the Magician and the Nine of Cups, I've got a feeling that it could be voted through. Let's ask for a little bit more advice because it's not a solid yes. I got the Queen of Swords first. She's truth and integrity. She's brutal truth. There is no prisoners with this woman. She gives it to you straight. And I wonder if the other card that supported her was the Queen of Cups. That is someone who's got an intense focus on something, but highlighted and supporting the other queen, the Queen of brutal honesty and the Queen of emotion. It's and they're facing inwards to each other. So I think that there could be two women, one very, very powerful and one who's slightly more intuitive and more obsessing about things, in the sense that she could be completely focused on getting this over the line and making sure it happens. I wonder if these two women will come together to get this over. You've got the Emperor, because I was like, gosh, is this actually going to happen? The Emperor for me is a power card. It's someone who's in control of a situation, someone who has got everything. They know where everything and everyone is. They know, this guy is in complete control. It's definitely not Starmer, right? So I'm going to say that there is someone who's in complete control of this situation. I want to say would be everyone's desire to have this go ahead. I want to say Labour, they could find themselves in a really tricky situation if this vote does go ahead. And I want to say that I feel like it could. But there are obviously lots of hidden things that I don't know about. And I'm just looking at it from an intuitive perspective. So I think that it could go ahead for sure, unless someone completely derails it. Let's ask if he's innocent. Is Starmer innocent? Will he be found innocent if this investigation happens? Is Starmer innocent? I don't think he is, but let's ask and see what the intuitive cards will tell us. Is he innocent? Is Starmer innocent in this Mandelson debacle? Like, was the wool really pulled over his eyes, and can he genuinely say, or will he be found to be innocent if the investigation goes ahead? Independent investigation. Five of Swords down first. The Lover's card down second. Queen of Cups in the background. Same woman who came up in the last reading. King of Swords in the middle. Outcome. Seven of Cups. Even more confusion. Eight of Wands. And the Empress as the advice. Will Starmer be found innocent? No absolute yeses. He wants us to believe he's innocent. There is a political background agreement, potentially something none of us know about. There is an obsession with this situation. It's causing a lot of stress. There's a battle going on with the five. There is definitely a battle going on. There are definitely losers and there is a winner. The outcome is more confusion, more chaos, more things unknown. more lies, more illusions, insanity, more craziness, less resolve. You got the Eight of Wands as the advice with the Empress. Now, the Eight of Wands was down fast. That is a hell of a lot of information. That is like overload, information overload. I would say we're having overload at the moment with all these stories that keep coming out. I mean, it's just relentless. And then you've got the Empress, who is the divine feminine. I wonder if the women are really going to push and come together, almost unite. Is it the women of, like, is he innocent? Was my question. Is Starmer innocent? There is no absolutes. We might see some hard truths coming out. Backdoor deals, backdoor agreements. Look, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a tarot card reader. And I think he'd struggle to win this. I think there's enough information to say that he did know and that he was involved and he did have an influence and he did know about some of the influence and that there was a political agreement in the background. I'm asking for a little bit more advice. Like, if it was to come out that he was not innocent, how would it, you've got the Chariot card. This is a warrior card going in being pulled in two different directions. And then you've got the Tower. So there's going to be some shocking revelations that come out on this, and it's going to completely derail Starmer. I think even if this vote goes his way, I think he's reputationally even more in the gutter than he is now. So I don't see him having a positive outcome either way. If the vote goes for the investigation, there's going to be a lot more that we find out. And I think if it goes against the investigation, which is, I think the Labour Party are too gutless to vote this through. I think there's going to be still shocking revelations that come out. And I think there's going to be huge disappointment. I think he will, his position as it stands within the Labour Party, there's no going back. I think the foundations have been shot to shit. And I think they've been completely destroyed. Whatever integrity he thought he had, I don't think it's going to stand. People are going to see him as delusional and completely out of control and having no grip on reality, almost making things up as he goes along, which is the feeling I get. He's making things up as he goes along and getting bitten in the bum more times than he's getting things to go his way. He thinks he's going in one direction and then he gets pulled the other way because of something else that comes out of the works. So do I think they have the guts? No. Do I think the investigation should go ahead? Yes, absolutely. And if it did go ahead, I think he'd be in a lot of trouble. And I think, but as it is, I think his position within the party is unsustainable, because he's almost going to have to coerce them to keep their jobs, I guess, like hang a carrot over their head. Is there anything else I want to ask about this situation? Like, I mean, there's so many things going on at the moment. It's hard to keep track of them all. I'm going to ask, is there any advice from the universe for us as the general public on this Starmer Mandelson investigation? Is there any advice for us as the public? It's just a shocking situation, isn't it? Is there any advice for us? Just 3 cards of advice. Yes. That's a great card. Ace of Cups. Emotional disappointment as the Eight of Cups and the Page of Swords. What I'm getting from these three cards is the advice for us is believe in a creative new beginning. Believe in this creative overflow of creativity, emotions. Get control of your emotions with this situation. It's incredibly disappointing. People are literally fed up and they are just, walking away from the situation as it stands. They're going to higher altitude with the sun, coming out and the summer coming up. I think a lot of people are going to change their focus and just try their best to make the best out of this situation. But there could be something that comes out of this that is a new overflow of emotions, a new overflow of expression. I think there's going to be an overflow of people. The outcome is the Page of Swords, gossip, innuendo, half-truths. I don't think we're going to get the full truth. The advice for us is to leave your emotions at the door and really go and understand how you feel about everything and get control of your emotions. Like, don't let your emotions overflow because of all the gossip and innuendo that is going on. Like, really look into situations before you emotionally explode with too much. We are going to be in new territory. So it's like that hope of that new territory that could keep us going. Watch out for gossip. Watch out for people who are not telling half truths and not the full truth. There's plenty of lies that come out literally out of politicians. We all know that. But let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? Let's think about things and get control of our emotions. Look after yourselves. Make sure that you've got yourselves in a good emotional place, and try not to let this constant lies and half truth and give you a little bit of truth but put in some absolute rubbish in the middle. Let's try and use discernment. Emotionally feel in and get discernment. Anything else that the deck wants to tell us? Look after your own abundance. Look after your own. Abundance isn't always money in the bank. It can be having a great family around you. It can be having your own vegetables, your own fruit, growing your own stuff in the garden. It can be, what you've got. It doesn't always have to be money, but look after your stuff. And there are brighter days on their way. There is definitely stuff to keep looking forward, and definitely can't stay like this for a long time, can it? We'll all be mad. Enjoy the summer, enjoy the holidays, travel if you can, maybe go to a beach, maybe make a decision to do something exciting for yourself. We can't control everything. Again, thank you for watching. This is for entertainment purposes only. No facts here. This is just intuitive look-see into the independent investigation and whether Labour have the guts. Let's see.